Hey everyone, I'm Bob Raynor, and this is the Friday Five, your quick 5-minute dose of creativity, career insight, and a little real talk to wrap up the week. Today's episode is a bit different. I want to tell you the story of why I started my agency, Sequence Design, and why I think the timing has never been more relevant. As you know, in July 2024, I was laid off for the second time in about 7 months. The first time, I told myself it was a fluke. The second time, it hit different. I remember sitting in my bedroom, staring at the wall, wondering if I was even good enough, wondering if the reasons I was given were the real reasons, wondering what the hell I was supposed to do next. I'd spent over 12 years building something at my previous company, growing a team, landing new business, becoming a creative director, and then just like that, it was gone. For a while, I was in survival mode, applying to jobs, refreshing LinkedIn, trying to stay visible, but the market was brutal, and it still is. And at some point, I stopped waiting for permission. I started asking myself different questions. Instead of who's going to hire me, it was, what do I actually want to build? I thought about everything I'd learned in pharma and the creative industry, the regulatory complexity, the creative constraints, the way big agencies operate with layers of account managers and constant turnover, clients having to price haggle every project like they're buying a used car. And I thought about what clients always told me they wanted. Someone who actually understands my needs and my timelines. Someone I can trust. That's when Sequence Design started to take shape. It's not meant to be a massive agency, and it's certainly not a freelance side hustle, but a small, nimble, creative partner built specifically for pharma and biotech marketers who are tired of the churn. And here's the thing, the churn is only going to get worse. This week, Omnicom reported their first earnings since completing the IPG merger. They've now doubled their synergy target to $1.5 billion. $1 billion of that? Labor cuts. They've already eliminated over 10,000 positions, and analysts expect another 3,000 layoffs this year in 2026. Historic agency brands like DDB and FCB, Mullen Lowe are just gone. For marketers, this means more instability, more handoffs, more time spent managing your agency instead of collaborating with them. And for creatives, it means another wave of talented people entering an already brutal job market. Look, I've been on both sides of this. I know what it feels like to be the one getting the call. And I know how marketers feel trying to get work done while your agency team keeps changing. That's why I built Sequence the way I did. One point of contact, no layers, no bureaucracy, no surprise staffing changes 6 months into a project. I'm not trying to compete with the holding companies. I'm trying to be the alternative for marketers who want a real partner. Someone who understands pharma, understands the regulatory landscape, and isn't going to disappear because of a merger or a restructure. So if you're a pharma or biotech marketer who's frustrated with the agency model, or you're a creative who's been through the layoff cycle and wants to connect, I'd love to hear from you. This industry is going through a massive shift, and I believe the winners on the other side will be the ones who prioritize relationships over scale. Well, that's the Friday Five. Thanks for letting me share a bit of my story today. If it resonated with you, send me a message. I'd love to hear your story. Have a great weekend and keep your flame lit.